Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Linora. If you're here for the first time, this channel is where I get to share my life experience with you on health, wellness, food, travels, reviews. And for those of you who have already been on my channel for the longest time, thank you so much for sticking with me. You would know me more from my bodybuilding journey, which I vlog. I've been vlogging 3 seasons here. And I'm currently in the process of my 4th bikini bodybuilding challenge. Alright, now this is the first video of 2020 and I was really thinking like what exactly should I talk about? 7 ways to have a positive mindset. And I think it's important too because it's right now in Malaysia as I'm posting this, it is Chinese New Year. Can you believe how much time has flown by? After midnight struck from 2019, I bet everybody was so motivated and encouraged to be doing positive things, but then it slowly started to dwindle down. So here are some ways I believe could be helpful to you on how you can stay in a positive zone for the rest of the year. 1, to get into motion. And I don't mean like doing a hardcore workout, I just mean moving about. I was listening to a podcast by Dean Bokhari and he was saying, a lot of people think like in order to get positive, you must have some sort of inner motivation coming out of you. They'll have a light bulb, bing, here is motivation, and then, oh, I'm gonna do all the things that I want to do because now I'm motivated. It's actually the other way around. Motivation and positivity, I feel, goes hand in hand. So instead of that, you have to be in action that will lead to motivation. Does that make sense to you? I'll give an example, like for myself, if I'm stagnant at home and I'm just not doing anything other than playing on my phone and on my laptop because yeah, I think, I got all these things that I need to do, but next thing I know, hours and hours and hours have passed by and I've wasted all that time and I feel unproductive, I feel very lethargic, and I feel like, oh, my whole life is very meaningless. And have you ever had any kind of those situations before? I found that I got really motivated in a much more positive mindset when I started moving. Like I just went for a walk outside and I was like, oh, okay, now I think I know what I need to do in order to do it. So here is my advice, which is in order to have positivity, you want to get yourself into motion first. Just remember, motion leads to motivation. So do anything productive, such as brushing your teeth, simple things, or going for a walk outside to see the sun and trees and the wind on your face, or even just cleaning your room. Think of the small things that you can achieve first. And from there, action will lead to motivation and it will turn into more action. And hence you'll feel positive all over. 2, feed your mind with positive things. And I want to share, if you've never heard of Dr. Caroline Leaf before, you should go and check her out. She's a person that researches on the brain, and she was sharing how when your brain is filled with positivity, the scan of your brain will show that it's a bright color, like it's some kind of orange color. And then if you have a little bit of negativity in your brain, one section of that brain is going to show a dark black color. Fascinating, isn't it? And she was saying that every time when you take in something, the brain, the synapses in your brain is actually growing another branch, another branch, another branch. So even right now, as you are listening to me, your brain is forming new understandings. And that makes up what your personality, what your behavior is, and how you are as a person. It's a truly fascinating thing. And that's why I say feed your mind with good things. Find books, find audiobooks, find podcasts, find anything which you know is going to benefit you and teach you something and encourage you to be even more positive than you already are. In fact, I would say be even mindful of the news you read, the movies you watch, TV shows you take in, because all that forms something inside of you. It changes your brain. I remember when I was doing radio and I had to read gossip every single day for content. I'm telling you, my brain felt like it was melting and I felt like I had no knowledge whatsoever. Can you imagine just watching and reading different kinds of scandals on a daily basis and what kind of clothes Kim Kardashian is wearing? I felt really dumb. Even the news, I say be careful, because every time and now I pick up the newspaper or if I just open anything on my phone, I don't like watching or reading the news because 1, it makes me fear, 2, it gives me anxiety and makes me worry. So why have that? That just saps away all the positive energy that I have in me. So once again, be very mindful of the content you take in. Feed yourself positive and good things. 3. Surround yourself with the right kind of people. I'm sure you've heard this phrase before. You are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. And that is so true. If you hang out with a group that is always interested to work out and to always eat healthy and to talk about good things, you are gonna be more inclined to work out and eat well too. But say you're with a group that is always lazing about, they're always gossiping, they're always partying, you're probably going to divert into that kind of lifestyle as well. So be very mindful of the people that you hang out with. In fact, think about it right now. Write down their names. Are they the kind of people that you want to be with? I'm not saying get rid of them as your friends. I just have to think, is this the kind of group that's going to help you progress into the person that you want to be? 4, speak positively to yourself. I can't emphasize this enough because the words that come out of your mouth are just as important as the thoughts that form in your mind. If you always say to yourself, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I'm never gonna make it, oh, it's just too hard, then yeah, that is going to be your reality. But if you say positive things like, yes, I'm gonna be proactive today. Yes, I am gonna make an impact. Yes, I am worthy. Yes, I'm enough. Yes, I am awesome. Do you notice that it just exuberates and you have a fire building in you? Think of, for example, Barney Stinson. Every time when he says, I am awesome, literally everybody thinks that he is awesome, even though he's kind of a douche. Or take, for example, I love this real example, Chris Pratt. Back in the day when he was a salesman, he was saying that he would have his own team and he would rile them up with a very positive affirmation before the day kickstart. And it goes something like this.
Tell me how you're feeling. And we'd go, fantastic, terrific, great, oh yeah, strong juice, baby sucker, I feel wonderful, right on, right on, right on, juice, 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 juice. I feel great. Ooh, wah, wah, let's kick some ass, kick some ass. Who's number 1? We are. Who's number 2? Who gives up?
Now, I tried what he did, and I must say it is, while it sounds a bit weird at the beginning, but it really does fire a person up. So say something positive to yourself first thing in the morning. I'm gonna make today a masterpiece. I am gonna kill my workout. I am gonna be productive. Say things like that. Basically, it's affirmations, and that's gonna help you kickstart your day on a positive note. 5, have a gratitude journal or a gratitude jar. Some people may think that it's good enough to just type it out, and I used to be that person, but honestly, I think writing things down, especially when it comes to gratitude, is way more effective. In fact, this is what I've done for myself. I've created a gratitude jar where I write down something that I'm grateful for at the end of the day. I may not always be perfect in getting it every day, but I will always catch up. And I hope by the end of this year, I'm going to have 365 things that I am grateful for. It's more impactful when you read your own handwriting. As much as I don't like to write, that will also help you stay in a positive mindset, because when you're writing it down, you're like, oh, okay, the day was not so bad. So have a gratitude journal or a jar. 6, replace the word have with get. I heard this before on a podcast with Jim Quick. Can you tell I listen to a lot of podcasts? And I love this advice because by switching those words up, it will change your behavior and attitude from one of obligation to one of gratitude. I give an example. I have to wake up. I get to wake up. I have to go to work. I get to go to work. I have to talk to my parents. I get to talk to my parents. Do you see how the sentence just changes in context when you replace the word have with get? I take, for example, the one of work. I have to go to work. I get to go to work. By saying I get to go to work, that means, hey, I have a job and that some people may not have. I get to have money so I can fend for myself and put food on the table, and I get to buy things for my loved ones, for example. Well, I take the one of parents. I have to talk to my parents. I get to talk to my parents. And here's the thing, your parents may not be with you all the time. Doesn't it make you feel like it makes you cherish your parents even more? So every time when you are having a downtime and you want to talk to yourself, try making these switches and you may find that you're feeling less stressed and happier at the same time. Bing! positivity. 7, pray for a renewing of your mind. I try to do this every morning as much as I can, and that is to have a conversation first with God, just by saying, what's up, Lord? I want to thank you for the bed that I have because I get to rest. I want to thank you for the food that is giving me nourishment. I thank you, Lord, for my family. Just by praying, it affirms the things that I have in my life. And also by having a conversation with God. For those who don't know, yes, I am Christian and I believe in Jesus, and He is the rock and savior for me. And my cup, if it is not filled with the right things, I find that my day is just completely wrong. In fact, ever since I started praying first thing in the morning, I found that I have a sense of joy and peace within me. For some of you, maybe it's very awkward, it's very weird to do so, but by meditating on certain verses in the Bible, that grounds me even more. For example, cast all your anxieties onto Him because He cares for you, and also remember that He loves you and will never forsake you. These things it really, when you implant it in your heart, it gives such a sense of joy. So try it next time. Like I said, He's always available for a chat, and that just gives a real great sense of positivity. There you go. Those are my 7 tips on how to have a positive mindset. And I just want to share this quote with you. This is from Pastor Craig Rochelle, and he said, "Your life moves in the direction of your strongest thought." And I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. And that's why I wanted to share this video with you, because as we are now at the end of January 2020, can you believe it? Positivity, all these good things in us, it comes up and down. And I think it's a good way to remind us of how we can keep ourselves afloat for the rest of the year. So if you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up, because it keeps me encouraged and motivated to make more videos like this. And if there is a way on how you stay positive, please write in the comments below. If you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel over here, and more videos are going to be coming out at you. And I'm going to be giving some updates on my bikini bodybuilding journey, because it's my first time heading to a very big international stage, which is the Arnold Classic in Australia. So I'm going to give you updates on that pretty soon. But in the meantime, subscribe, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Oh, by the way, wishing all of you happy Chinese New Year, and may the gains be forever in your favor.